guys. Thank you. I am so thankful for people like Dr. Lee who work hard to make sure that we know the science behind what we're using. I just want to recap to make sure I got it right. My understanding, copaiba good, CBD bad. Right? You know, I've had the opportunity to speak all over the world at medical conferences and scientific seminars. This is a way better place to be. I am so excited and honored to be with you guys here today. As wellness advocates, you guys are revolutionizing healthcare. You guys are bringing light and hope to people who desperately need it. As a physician, I am constantly presented with patients who are struggling with ongoing issues that affect the quality of their life, that steal their joy and affect their relationships and finances. Some of these people even believe that there is no light at the end of the tunnel for them. I know these people, and you know these people. Some of these people may be here with us today, and it is time for their story to change. Today, it is my intention to share with you how the tiny drops from a bowl of copaiba have the power to change lives. They have the power to change their stories. I'm just curious, how many here love copaiba? You know, I predict with all of the amazing knowledge and research that we've been given today, we're about to experience an unprecedented wave of empowerment yet to hit. Today, I have 4 stories of real people whose lives have been changed by those who have cared enough to share light and share the power of copaiba with them. Are you ready to hear their stories? All right. I'd like to introduce you to Gloria. At the age of 4, when Gloria was given a pair of scissors and taught how to cut hair, she knew what she wanted to do for the rest of her life. And she worked hard to become a hairdresser. She was able to open up her own salon, and people loved to come to see her, not only because of her exceptional talents as a hairdresser, but because of the way she made them feel when they were there with her. Unfortunately, Gloria started to experience joint discomfort, excruciatingly, that was made worse by the repetitive motion of cutting hair. She went to see her doctor and was taking medications, but the pain was becoming more and more constant and more excruciating, to the point where she was only seeing 2 people a day, and she was losing hope. She was realizing that she may soon have to give up those scissors that she had treasured so much and close her salon. Believing in the power of natural solutions, Gloria decided to look for different options. Believing in the power of food to not only bring about the most powerful form of medicine for the body, but also in being the slowest form of poison, Gloria decided that she was going to change what she was going to eat. She also looked to the earth for natural solutions to support her body's natural inflammatory process. Gloria's protocol was as simple as it was powerful. She changed her diet, taking out those pro-inflammatory foods, which would make that pain worse. She started to use copaiba, putting 2 drops on her hand with some deep blue, massaging it every morning and every night, and stretching her hands. And when the deep blue soft gels came out, she started taking it internally. Gloria was amazed at the results. She told me, you know, Doc, when I put on that oil, that constant excruciating pain goes away. Gloria is back to seeing 6 people a day at her salon. Right? She was empowered as she started to look for natural solutions. Gloria's story shows us the power that copaiba has to support natural inflammatory processes in the body. And it is a powerful tool in our toolbox for natural health. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Tim. Tim is a Hutterite turkey farmer. He is a good man. But Tim was in need of respiratory support. His difficulty breathing would be so bad that he was often just plain exhausted and short of breath. As the seasons changed, the winds would blow, as dust was kicked up and pollen counts were high, his condition was especially worse. And he became a frequent in the emergency department, and he was hospitalized every year of his life because of this condition. He was told that his medical condition was his normal, that he would just have to live with it. I wonder, how many people here know someone or have been told themselves that their medical abnormality is actually their normal? Think about it for a second. It doesn't make sense. By definition, abnormal health is not normal. And yet, we see so many people buy into that story. They tell their stories like, Doc, I just have a bad immune system. I get sick all the time. Doc, I'm just depressed. Doc, I have a bad knee. Guys, if we want to change people's lives, we have to learn to change their story. You don't have a bad knee. You have a bad story. And the truth is, every single one of us has the ability to choose a different story. You have choices. You are in control. And once Tim believed this and embraced this truth, his story shifted from seeing things that were out of his control to seeing solutions. Tim's protocol was as simple as it was powerful. At night, Tim would diffuse copaiba, serenity, breathe, and on guard. During the day, he would diffuse copaiba, green mandarin, and breathe. And when he was out and about, Tim would take his rollerball with copaiba, green mandarin, and breathe. And when he felt like he needed that extra support, he would roll it on his chest to help open him up. He would roll it on his hands and use his hands like an inhaler. Guys, when Tim started to believe that he had choices, he started to see solutions. And as he embraced those solutions, miraculous things happened. I love seeing people in the emergency department, but I am not sad to say that I have yet to see Tim this year. Tim's story teaches us that copaiba is a wonderful tool at supporting the respiratory system and is a wonderful tool in the toolbox for health. Next, I'd like to share a story about a dear girl called Meliani. She is a friend of my daughter's. She's only 10 years old, but for as long as she can remember, she's had a neurological condition that sometimes strikes with very little warning. It would start with a tingling in her stomach, followed by full body shaking that would leave her exhausted in body and mind. Sometimes these episodes would happen without any warning. After one of these episodes caused her to fall down a flight of stairs, Meliani started to live in fear, not knowing when they would happen. She has loving parents, Sam and Susan, who loved her and did their best to make sure that she got the best help that they could get her. They would often drive a 6-hour round trip at South Dakota for her to make sure that she would get the best medical care that they could and get the best medication that they could use to treat her condition. Yet, as her father shared with me, it's horrible. You do what you can, given medication, but you feel hopeless when she has an episode and there is nothing you can do. Seeing how the stress affected Meliana's life and even made her condition worse, her loving Aunt Mele decided that she was going to do something about it. Mele is a doTERRA wellness advocate. She created a wonderful, powerful blend for her. Meliana's protocol is as simple as it is powerful. Aunt Mele's special blend was a blend of copaiba, balance, lavender, and vetiver. Aunt Mele taught Meliana how to apply this essential oil over her heart, on the back of her neck and up to the base of her skull, and also to put it on her hands so that she could inhale. Whenever Meliana would feel fear or stress or that telltale sign, she knew what to do. She started to experience less fear in her life. Those episodes started to become less severe and less frequent. But the best news was the follow-up I got from Sam, her father. 2 years seizure-free. That was a good checkup. Meliana's story teaches us the power of copaiba to support proper neurological function, and again is a powerful tool in a toolbox for health. My final story that I'd like to share with you is of my good friend Ian. Ian is a wonderful husband and father. He is a gifted and hardworking contractor. Unfortunately, at the age of 19, in a work-related injury, Ian injured his back. And like so many people, he was put on an opiate for the pain. After years, Ian was still experiencing excruciating back pain and was still taking opiates. You see, the problem is, as a physician, I was taught to treat pain with pain medication like opiates. And sadly, as a physician, I am treating people with addictions to opiates. I am treating too many people who have overdosed on opiate pain medications. Sometimes I win, and tragically, sometimes I don't. Those patients haunt me, but they make me want to do better. They make me want to learn more, and they make me want to be a better advocate. Do you guys want to hear the truth about pain medication, about opiates? The sad thing is, even though they're prescribed for pain, they do not heal pain. They do not promote healing. They simply mask the symptom, and they often cause more pain than what they were prescribed for, and they affect more lives than is necessary. Pain is a symptom, guys. Pain is not the root cause. You do not have a headache because you have an acetaminophen deficiency any more than someone has lung. Right? But guys, if we don't care about it, who will care? Luckily for Ian, his wife Christy did care, and she became a doTERRA wellness advocate. and I bet you know what happens next. She taught Ian and encouraged him to find ways to support his body. And Ian started to practice yoga and incorporate the doTERRA supplements daily into his life. Synergistically, this empowered a lifestyle that began to disrupt the dysfunction, and instead of just masking pain, started to promote healing. Ian's protocol is as simple as it is powerful. Ian would faithfully put 2 drops of copaiba under his tongue every morning and every night. He practices yoga and relaxation as often as he can. And as he continues to work as a contractor, when he's feeling additional stress on his body, he takes copaiba soft gels and deep blue polyphenols for optimal support. Today, Ian is completely free of opiates. And he feels more hope and is empowered because he has options and is in control of his story. Ian teaches us, again, that copaiba is powerful at alleviating pain and discomfort in the body. Remember, guys, copaiba what? Good? CBD bad, and opiates are bad. Now I'm wondering, can we just turn the lights down for a minute, please? Guys, for too many people, this is how they feel. They feel darkness in their life. They feel a lack of hope. But it doesn't have to be this way. Because of people like Mele, because of people like Christy, and people like you as wellness advocates, you are bringing light and hope to people around you. And so if that is you, will you take out your phone and turn the light on right now? Guys, look at the light. This is how we revolutionize healthcare. This is how we change the world. And this is how we help people to change their stories. If any of you, like me, have received impressions while you've been here at convention of people who need your help on how these amazing gifts of the earth can bring change to their life, to bring hope and light, make a determination right now that you will do something about it, that you will reach out to them. Be the light that they need. Will you do that for me? To help you get the most out of this presentation, you can have it. If you follow that link, you can have a free download to this presentation and the case studies and the protocols which we used. I firmly believe that we have been given the tools, and with the education we're receiving, we will be empowered to be the light that other people need. So be the light, guys, and thank you.